Okay, guys, so Bitcoin crashes even more today. So I really want to talk about it. For the past few days, we know Bitcoin has been crashing, same with a lot of altcoins. Just in general, the crypto market has not been looking too good for the past few days now. Okay, for the past few days, the market has in fact been dipping and it's still continuing to dip today. So today I want to talk about it, show you guys what is happening right now with Bitcoin. Again, there's other many things that I want to talk about as well that's happening for Bitcoin that will be bullish. Okay, so Bitcoin right now, okay, 58,500. Now earlier this morning, okay, I got a lot of alerts on my phone about the Bitcoin price, right? And Bitcoin was approaching $60,000 where we saw it yesterday, and then it was approaching below $60,000. So at one point, we actually saw Bitcoin dropping all the way below 57,400. Okay, earlier this morning. Okay, so you also just clearly see this downtrend that Bitcoin has in fact been forming is continuing. Okay, you also can just clearly see that. Like yesterday, we saw Bitcoin, okay, around $61 to $60,000, and then it dropped even more, all the way down to $57,000. Okay, so you also can just clearly see Bitcoin crashes below $58,000. Okay, and I saw this a few hours ago, earlier this morning, right? So this downtrend that Bitcoin has in fact been forming, okay, ever since 29th of July to where it is right now, this downtrend is continuing, guys, right? You also just clearly see that, and there is potential that we are in fact seeing a very, very clear downtrend right now for Bitcoin. Okay, we are in fact in the 1 hour time frame, even on the 4 hour time frame, we are obviously seeing this obvious, downtrend right now for Bitcoin. Okay, you can just clearly see that. So this downtrend will continue. Okay, most likely. Okay, broke that support level. Okay, so obviously it's going to continue this downtrend, and who knows where the bottom will be. It could potentially be at 55, $52,000, 50, maybe even below $50,000. We really don't know, guys. So I'm telling you right now, take this as an opportunity to buy. Don't time the market. Don't think, okay, I'm going to buy Bitcoin at this price. Once it hits this price, I'm going to buy it. No, buy now, guys. Okay. We really realistically don't know where the bottom is for Bitcoin. Like, for example, tomorrow we could potentially see Bitcoin, okay, bounce back up. Okay. And that can potentially happen. So don't time the market, guys. Simply just take this as an opportunity to buy more Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin now back down below $60,000. Okay, holding at 58K. The crypto market today is still not looking too good, right? The market overall is down 3%. And the global crypto market cap is now sitting at 2.08 trillion. So past 24 hours, we are in fact seeing Bitcoin down 4%. Okay, and Ethereum is now down 7%. Ethereum is now back at $2,700. So I want to talk a bit more about Ethereum, especially with the Ethereum ETFs, because we are in fact seeing very, very similar movements right now for Ethereum, like what happened with Bitcoin, right? When the Bitcoin ETFs, we saw, Bitcoin absolutely crashing, okay, and now Ethereum is doing the exact same thing, but right after it, it bounced back up. So we could potentially see a bounce back up for Ethereum, a very strong bounce back up. But yeah, Ethereum down 7% today. Okay, crazy. A lot of altcoins today are still continuing to drop. You guys can just clearly see if we look at past 7 days for the past week, Bitcoin is down 14%, Ethereum is down 17%, right? Solana down almost 25%, right? A lot of altcoins for the past few days have in fact been dropping. You guys can just clearly see the Avalanche, okay, over 21%, 22%, Shiba Inu 20%. Okay, so a lot of reds, okay, today, and for the past 7 days, a lot of altcoins have still been dropping. So this is a great opportunity, guys, to buy in, okay, for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, or any other crypto coin that you guys are in fact DCAing in, right? This is a great time to do all that. Okay, this is a great opportunity to buy. And the FIN Greed Index, just like what we saw yesterday, was at 37. It's slightly dropped today at 34. We are still in fear mode. So obviously the sentiment has changed really quickly, because last week we saw it in greed mode at 71, and last week we had the Bitcoin conference, right, and all that. Everything was looking absolutely amazing for Bitcoin, and then pretty much a week later, here we are, and the FIN Greed Index is sitting in fear mode at 34. So it seems like a lot of people are in fact feeling fearful right now because Bitcoin is dropping, right? Someone out there is selling a whole bunch of Bitcoin. Okay, there's a lot of heavy selling going on right now. So obviously people are in fact going to be feeling fearful. Now, I told you guys many times, while others are fearful, we got to be greedy and buy more. Don't panic. Don't panic sell. This is not the time to sell, guys, and to panic. This is the time right now to remain calm. Okay, I understand this is not the first time that we have seen this for Bitcoin. We have seen many dips before, especially back in 2022. If you survived 2022, you can literally survive anything, right? Because 2022 was one of the worst bear markets ever, in my opinion, right? But yeah, others are fearful. We got to be greedy and continue to buy, guys. So please continue to hold and buy. That's simple. Okay, so that's that. But yes, Bitcoin is having a 15% discount sale for a limited time, and that is very true. This downtrend will potentially continue, guys. It seems like it will continue. Okay, so understand, Bitcoin is in fact on sale right now. It's on discount. Okay, and I'm telling you right now, if you're not taking this as an opportunity to buy this dip, you're going to regret it later. Okay, if you are not taking advantage of these prices for Bitcoin, you will regret it later. We know a massive bull run is coming. We know Bitcoin will eventually reach 100K in the next upcoming few months, right? Most likely towards the end of this year, 2024, we will see Bitcoin at 100K. Like I've been telling us that many times. So please take this as an opportunity to buy while Bitcoin is still cheap, while Bitcoin is still below 100K. Okay, because this is not going to last forever, guys. Okay, soon enough, we're going to see Bitcoin bouncing back up to its previous highs, okay, and reaching new highs. So please take this time to buy Bitcoin at a limited discount. Okay, it's at a discount right now, so just think about that. Okay, and it's not just retail investors that are in fact buying, it's also institutions like BlackRock, right? So BlackRock bought Bitcoin worth millions of dollars today. Okay, so they are still buying the dip, guys. Okay, BlackRock is still continuing to buy. Okay, they really are. It's not just BlackRock, it's also people like Michael Saylor. Okay, so Michael Saylor currently has 14.6 million, sorry, not million, billions of dollars, $14.6 billion worth of Bitcoins, and he's still buying this dip. Okay, so just think about that, guys. Right, Michael Saylor is still continuing to buy. Okay, he really is. Even yesterday, okay, he was showing that he is in fact buying this dip, okay, and he was telling other people to buy the dip, right? Because he posted a photo of, buy the dips. So Michael Saylor is still continuing to buy the dips, and that is obviously a lot of Bitcoins. He owns over 200,000 Bitcoins, over 226,000 Bitcoins, and he's still buying the dip, guys. Okay, so that just shows you something. Continue to buy Bitcoin during this time right now. But yes, Bitcoin, okay, getting into these charts right now, Bitcoin is repeating gold's price action. Okay, so it seems like what gold did in previous years, okay, is in fact what Bitcoin is doing right now. So you can clearly see gold did in fact form this what is this, resistance line and a support level, okay, and it was in fact pretty much consolidating at its previous all-time highs. And once we saw gold breaking out of this resistance line, it did in fact reach new highs, right? Yeah, so just clearly see that. So it seems like Bitcoin is in fact forming a very similar pattern to what gold did back in previous times, right? It is in fact consolidating at its previous all-time highs, right? And it is in fact seeing a support level, a very, simple resistance line and a support level. And of course, okay, once we see Bitcoin breaking this resistance line, it's going to be reaching a new high. It's going to continue to get up. This uptrend that we have in fact been seeing for Bitcoin will continue, right? So please be prepared for that, you guys, because it will happen. I told you guys that many times, right? Once we see Bitcoin breaking this resistance line, it will reach new highs and this uptrend will continue, okay? So that's that. But yes, Bitcoin $178,000 target still in play. The more I look at it, the more Bitcoin seems to be forming a bull pennant formation on the monthly chart, right? If this pattern plays out, September could be the time of a breakout with a target of $178,000. So yes, guys, in the next few months, and of course throughout next year, especially throughout next year, 2025, we will see Bitcoin over 100K. Yes, it's going to be out, 110, 120, 150, 180, okay, $178,000, 180, yes, that's all very, very possible. Even 200K, over 200K, all these price targets are very possible for Bitcoin to reach next year in 2025 when we are in fact in a bull market and a bull run, right? So understand, guys, zoom out, okay, when in doubt, zoom out, and just understand that Bitcoin is ready to reach new highs. This uptrend for Bitcoin will continue. This uptrend, we have been seeing it ever since early of 2023, right? January of 2023 to where we are right now. This uptrend will continue. Trust me on that, right? Bitcoin is ready to reach new highs, and I really want you guys to be prepared for that. But yes, so speaking about the Ethereum ETF's launch and the Bitcoin ETF launch, you actually just clearly see Bitcoin broke support and bottomed 12 days after the ETF launch before reversing. Ethereum, okay, broke support and is currently on day 12 since the ETF launch. So you actually just clearly see when the Bitcoin ETF launch, we did in fact see Bitcoin, okay, dropping, right? You actually just clearly see that. But then it obviously reversed and we saw a beautiful uptrend, right? It pumped. You actually just clearly see that. So seems like, when we see a ETF launch, we do in fact see a drop, but then, in the next few days, few weeks, we do in fact see a pump. So that's exactly what Ethereum is doing right now. Ethereum is dropping. So there is potential here that Ethereum soon enough will have a beautiful bounce back up, okay, very, very soon. So please be prepared for that, because we know that Ethereum ETFs did in fact launch a couple of weeks ago, okay? So that's very, very bullish for Ethereum, obviously, right, for the crypto space. So that's that. But yes, Bitcoin monthly returns. So far August, Bitcoin is down 9% pretty much, right? 9%, guys. And we're only 5 days into this month. We're still early in August. And I told you guys many times that usually August is a terrible month for Bitcoin. Usually it's a pretty bearish month for Bitcoin. So I'm not expecting these next upcoming few weeks for Bitcoin to perform well, okay, which is great. And the reason why I say it's great is because this is a great time for us, especially retail investors, to buy Bitcoin at these low prices, okay, because I told you guys, October's coming up, and October is a great month for Bitcoin. And I really do believe October, November, and December will be some amazing times for Bitcoin. So realistically, okay, we have August and September to really buy Bitcoin at a low price, because I think everything's going to change in October, November, and December, right? And yeah, August, September, you can just clearly see, especially September, usually these months are not great for Bitcoin. It's usually a pretty bearish month, right, for August and September. But then October, November, and December are pretty bullish months. Okay, so please be prepared, right? Take this time right now to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can at these low prices while still below 100K. Right, I've been telling you guys that a lot because I really don't want you guys to miss this opportunity, and I really don't want you guys to have that regret of not buying into Bitcoin when it was below 100k, because trust me, when we see Bitcoin skyrocketing over 100k, reaching new highs, you're gonna FOMO in, and you're gonna have that regret of not buying into Bitcoin when it was below 100k, right? So buy now, guys. Not financial advice. Always do your own research, right? But yeah, Bitcoin, okay, is continuing to drop. Okay, this downtrend is continuing, okay, to form. So I will, keep you guys updated. But obviously, I don't want you guys to panic. I want you guys to continue to buy the dip. Okay, and if Bitcoin drops further down to the downside, so let's say 55 to 52 or lower, please don't panic. Continue to hold, and most importantly, buy. When others are fearful, you got to be greedy and buy the dip, right? So that's that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.